All right. So today we'll be working on creating our fonts. So go to your folder where your files are, all your graphic files with this project. And you want to copy this font file right here. Just copy that. And you want to paste it in assets, new, and we're going to create a new folder called fonts. And paste the font inside that folder. And it should be there. Now open up your resources manager, and we're going to create public font, and go ahead and import the font. So yeah, just type public and font like that, and then we're just going to import font. And now we just need to go down to our load game graphics method here and do font factory set asset base path to font slash, and now we need to do a final I texture, and let's call that font texture equals new bitmap texture atlas, and then we're just going to do, looks like it need a, all right, so we're going to do activity dot get texture manager, then we're going to make it 256 by 256, and then texture option, and then we're going to do bilinear p word, and yep, and then import the iTexture. And now we can create our font. So now we're going to do font equals font factory dot create from asset, and we're going to do activity dot get font manager, and activity dot get texture manager. And we can actually remove these two. And in here, we're simply going to give it the, looks like we're going to give it the texture file. Yeah, so right here, we're going to just give it the font texture. I believe those are all right. And here we're going to do texture options. I don't even think we really need this. I think we can remove this too. Typeface is going to be the path, so it's going to be just simply BASNEUE dot OTF. Size, we can do 30 for size. Anti-alias, we're going to do true for that. And for the color, we're just going to use black. So color black. And in it, you should be good to go. Create from asset. And string says the method create from asset font manager iTexture. Okay, so this should be removed. This should be moved here. So here we need to do activity dot get assets like that, and this should be font texture. And we still get a little error. Okay, iTexture asset manager. Then it should be a string. So we need to add a comma right there. And see what else we're missing. So it should be a string, a float, then a boolean, And so we need to go up to the top here of our imports, and we need to remove this AndEngine utility this AndEngine color import. So remove that, and we need to import using the Android. So we need to just do Android graphics, and voila. So then we're just gonna do font.load, and that's it. So now let's go to our game scene and create a text object. We're gonna call it public text. We can just call it score text. And then in our create scene method, we can go to create level. And inside of create level, we can just simply create our text too. So we can do text equals new text. And we're going to set the position to, let's see. Let's try, let's try 10 by 10. I'm not really sure how that'll work out, but let's see. And then we're going to do this resources manager font, and we're going to do blank for the, well, we can set the text to 0 initially. We can do coins and do 0, and then we can set the VBOM like that, and we just need to import the text. And change this to score text like that, and then we're just going to attach it. So this attach child, and we're going to do score text, but we need to remove this. We need to move that attached to down below to after we attach our coins and everything else in our player. So we can do it right down here, so it can show up as one of the first object or sprites on the scene or text. And so now we can go to our player class, and in his update handler here, we can actually update our game text. Or not. You know what we can do? We can go back to our game scene, and we can just do a this dot register update handler, and a new I update handler, and we could just do everything here. So what this update handler does is it allows us to update our scene or update the score text every second or millisecond. Whenever the scene's updated, this method will be called here. So you use this for like checking scores, checking sprite collisions, things like that. So here we can do, actually, you know what? We don't even need this. We can actually remove this. But now you know what that is, so just keep that in mind. Go to our contact listener, and what we can do is when the player collides with the coin here, we can do score text dot set text to coins, and we can just like we need to enter. We could do score, and then do plus equals. We can give the user 5 points every time he scores, and then we could do score. Every time they collect the coin, we can give the user 5 points and add that to the score. So we need to create an integer. We'll do that next. And so just do plus score here. And so now we need to do is go up to our main, up to our class level, and do private int, and then we can just do score equals 0 initially. And go back here to our collision and make sure everything is correct. And we see we did that. We added it to the score, then we set it to the score, the new score. So let's go ahead and run it and see what we get. All right, and we don't really see our score text. So let's see, it may be positioned out of place. So let's change this to like 100 and 100 like that. And yeah, so now let's run it and let's see if that works for us. Still no text. Okay. Let's try something else. So let's try setting the HUD. So let's try creating a HUD for our camera. So let's go back to our create level here, and let's do HUD, which means heads up display. HUD equals new HUD, and we're just going to attach the text to that HUD. So we're going to do HUD attach child, and then score text. And so what we're going to do is we're then going to do this camera set HUD, and we're going to attach that HUD. And let's see if that works. And let's run that. And we got an error. Let's see what the error is. It says text already has a parent. Yeah, so yeah, we need to remove this part here since we already attached it, and then just run it. And play. And there is our score, guys. There it is. How awesome is that? Let's try to get a coin. And there's +5 and +10. There it is. So now we have, I didn't get it. Crap. Give me that coin. Give me that coin. Got it. 15 and 20. All right. So there you are. There's a score, and we can actually make it look better. We can position it a little better. Right now it's kind of off a little bit. So we can go back up to our code here, and we can change this probably to like 100 by 10 should do it, which is the X and the Y axis, and then run it and play. And there it is. How awesome is that? And then jump and 5. So there it is, guys. So that's how you work with fonts. You can pretty much use any type of fonts you want. You can use any ones you can download from the internet, but I like the sans serif, so we just stuck with that. So that's it for fonts. Next section we'll be working with sounds, and I'll see you guys in the next one.